All right, guys, got another movie request here. We got the old school Jamaican bobsledding team, Cool Running movie review by my father, Otis. And let's go ahead and get it started. What's up, world, and welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdowns. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. My mom has returned, and what the series is about, it's a movie review series where I, or a friend, or a family member, and we all just pretty much get together and break down the movie and give the old elementary school grading system, plus and minuses do count, A through F. And like I said in the opener, this is a requested movie from my father, Cool Runnings, and you can request a movie too. So just put in the comment section below. Now let's get started. So Cool Runnings was created, or I should say this movie came out in 1993. It was based on the 1988 Jamaican bobsled team, the Olympic team, who were the first ever Jamaican bobsledding team. And pretty much it's about how they got to the Olympics and the trials they had to go through in order to become an Olympic team and try to win it all that year. And first thing first, I gotta say, or before I get into that, do you want to add anything to the movie? Add anything to the review?
No, that just seems to be what the movie is about. I think it was supposed to be a little bit inspirational, sorts, but I don't think it was true to fact. I mean, it was more fictional than fact, but it was based off of a true life story.
The one thing about this movie I remember, cause I saw it as a kid, I remember seeing was John Candy. Like, that's the only guy I kind of remember when I looked at it. Like, I got the request, like, oh, Cool Runnings. I haven't seen this movie since 5th grade. I went to go watch it. I was like, oh, John Candy's the only one I remember, and he's the only actor in this movie that I've seen anywhere else. And what about you?
Well, I haven't seen this movie since she probably was 1 or 2. Yeah, this is probably a movie that, once you see it one time, it's not a movie you'll watch over and over again unless it's your favorite, unless it becomes like your favorite movie. You'll probably watch it over and over again. But yeah, I haven't seen that movie in probably 20-something years.
Any scene really stood out to you?
Not really. No scenes really stood out to me. I liked the music. A lot of the music was motivational in the story. No, nothing really stood out to me.
I know to me a lot of things stood out. Like, I saw a lot of, and I gotta take it with a grain of salt because the movie came out in 1993. So a lot of the storyline and plots in the movie has been redone over and over again. For example, like the first character, Darius Bannock, who's played by Leon, his character, he wanted to be the best, and he kept mimicking the switch. He was trying to be like somebody else. And throughout the movie, Zakka, who's played by Doug, he had to tell Darius, like, hey, we are Jamaican. We're not the Swiss. We need to do Jamaican things, not Swiss things. We shouldn't act like the Swiss. And it was like, oh, that character who tried to be like somebody else instead of just being himself. You had the character who was rich and tried to break out his father's shell because his father tried to hold him back. You had who was Junior Bevel, by the way, who played by Rawle D. Lewis. Then you had Malik Yoba, who played by Yoba, and he was like a Brenner, who was like the buff guy who didn't like friends, anything like that. Like, he was a big mean dude who actually was a good friend person. He wanted to have friends and want to be, I guess.
But Yul Brynner was actually an actor in real life. I don't know if that was his stage name. I believe probably so. But he was an old actor from I can't remember what year it was. I know it was pretty old. So Yul Brynner was a bald-headed actor dude. And so when Malik Yoba did, I guess he was like, yeah, I think it was a play on words or something. But because he was bald, he decided to be Yul Brynner. But the names just didn't match up. Zakka Coffee. There's Coffee You Drink. I don't know if they was a sponsor of the movie. But there's Zakka Coffee that you drink. And the guy's name was Zakka Coffee. So that's all I could think about was the coffee until they said his name. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. But maybe we need to look at the history of Zakka Coffee.
Mm-hmm. And then John Candy, he played Irv, who was pretty much the team's coach, and he was on the island because he cheated 20 years ago before the 1988 Olympics. He cheated in the 1968 Olympics. Yeah, 20 years ago. Wow, that makes sense, but okay. But anyway, while he still looked young, didn't look super old. But anyway, John Candy cheated. And he was kicked out didn't kicked out, but kind of like shunned out of the Olympics. And he came back. People was like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I have a Jamaican team who want to be a bobsledding team." And he's like, and everybody kind of making fun of him. The whole island's making fun of the bobsled team. And by the end,
first of all, John Candy, he dissed them at first too. He was like, he wasn't going to help them. And then all of a sudden he changed his mind. So I don't know what made him change his mind.
Oh, because the fact that DeReese pointed out. Because John Candy,
he posted that ran with his father. His father was on the team.
That too. Yeah. But also, what really got him to stop was like, okay, yeah. And there's a lot of this in this movie where it's like, no, I don't want to do it. No. Okay, yeah, I will do it. Less than 5 seconds. There was a poster in his bar, I guess, and it had the bobsledding team on the back. So, and the reason, like, if you don't care about bobsledding, you don't care about the Olympics anymore, why you had that poster up? Yeah. And John Candy turned around, ripped it down, and then he goes, what's his name? The son of what's his name? He's like, oh, okay, well, I'll help you out now. We'll do this. We won't be serious, but we need a team. So Sanka's automatically thrown into the team because he's DeReese's best friend. And Jewel, combine the two. Yule and Junior both join in because they just wanted to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, they really wanted to make the Olympics because they were trying out for the Olympics. And remember, Junior made them all. So Junior makes them all fall, and they missed their opportunity to go to the Olympics. But they still wanted to compete. They still wanted to have a chance to earn the gold for their country. And so they figured that this was a way to do it because it was the only sport that was still available for that year. So I think that's how it happened. But as you can see, a lot of the storyline is basically that storyline. That's not really how it happened, but it was supposed to be an inspirational movie for the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah, in real life, the characters in this movie, that's not their real names. They didn't choose the real people's names, so it wasn't really a serious movie because of that fact. But in real life, there's two guys who was rich, and they pretty much was like businessmen. They want to make a Jamaican bobsledding team and put it in the Olympics. And the country actually loved the idea of it. They got behind it. And the 4 runners, there's 4. I think there's 4. It's not there. Yeah, there's 4 in the sled. And I think there's 2 other people they had as alternates.
Yeah.
But some of them was military guys who was told like, hey, do this for a country. And they was like, well, I'm gonna do it because I'm in the military and support my country. And they went and did this. And in the movie, they don't win it. Their sled crashes because it's a bad sled.
That's what I didn't understand. That part right there. Like, how do they go to the Olympics and have to fund their own bobsled? So maybe that is something that they have to do. But that bobsled was busted to begin with. So
yeah, it was. Well, he didn't. In the movie, John Candy bought it from one of the U.S. guys.
Yeah, it was a training sled.
Yeah,
but that's just seems like that part right there didn't make any sense.
So it actually gave out in the movie, and that's why they crashed. But in real life, the sled does give out, and they crash. And the movie shows them all getting up and hosting the sled and walking through the finish line with the sled. But in real life, they do finish with the finish line. But there's people like EMTs pushing the sled. You can find this picture on YouTube, find a video on YouTube, find a picture out there. It's out there. And yeah, it's kind of cool though. It's a cool thing to see in the movie. Like everybody's dissing Jamaica, and then they win like their second run. And it's like, oh, they're actually real. They can win the gold and everything. But in real life, they've only had 2 runs. So, I don't know.
Yeah. And it's always, it's the story of the underdog, too, at the same time. Nobody wanted Jamaica to win. Nobody expected Jamaica to win. And and they were like the only, I guess, black people around at that time because there was no African Americans in the bobsledding sport. And now we know this year, 3 women, was it how many women?
3.
It was 3 African women, I believe. Made it to the bobsled team this year for the Olympics. So, yeah, guess we like to be on that ice. It's too cold for me. I was like, because that's the same thing I was thinking too. Like, yeah, it's cold. It's cold. I wouldn't want to do that sport. It's cold.
This is a movie to watch on a Friday night.
No, I don't think so.
Get together and watch with a bunch of people. Nah, I think it's a week. Yeah, it's not a Friday night movie. I would say it's any other night. Like, it's just a chill, kind of relaxed kind of thing. Or you want something on the background. Unfortunately, I tried like watch the movie and do like some research on my computer, and I couldn't like stop messing with my computer. I had to literally look at the TV and watch the movie because it actually got good to me. I actually enjoyed parts of the movie, and there's some funny parts in there, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty funny. That's cheesy, but funny. It was funny. There's a scene where Ewell was like on the ice and the hockey team coming in.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw it coming. John Kennedy goes, y'all might want to get off because that team's coming. They're like, what team's coming? And the hockey team's coming in. Everybody's like falling over the place. Doris jumps over the barricade. And then some dude, hockey player, runs up to Ewell and Ewell pushes him and goes, yeah, take that. And then he slides. I'm like, okay, you gotta be kidding me.
So I guess it's like maybe their first time like being on ice and ice skates and stuff like that, or just being on ice, period. So that was kind of funny.
And this movie was made by Disney. It was a Disney movie. So I can see definitely all the comedy and stuff like that. And it also had a bunch of adult indie windows in it too. Like one lady said I could watch that behind all day long. Lady said that in the beginning of the movie when Doris was running. Sanka says dingaling to Doris.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, like he's like we've been best friends today since his girlfriend saw your little dingaling. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a kid's movie. Wow. And then badass, they can't repeat it over and over again. I was like, wait, is that a dope term? I think kids not be using the word.
Well, of course, Disney, man. You know Disney.
They kept saying it over and over again. And then they didn't say mother F. They didn't say MF.
They said what did they say?
They said mother. You're a bad A mother.
Yeah.
Bad A mother. Like, just.
And I don't know where this movie was shot. I don't know. Was it really shot in Jamaica? Because that would have at least been authentic enough. But I don't even know if it was actually shot on the island. I know that the music was authentic. Some of it was, but some of it was written by Malik Yoba. Like I read the credits, and Malik Yoba had written some of the music. So I don't know if he's Jamaican or not, but the music was authentic. I think it had a good movie score. If you really listen to the music, it's inspirational. But I don't know where this movie was filmed at. Did you see where it's filmed at?
Nah, I don't see it.
Can you just Google it? That's what y'all do.
Y'all.
That's what y'all do. Just Google it.
Y'all.
It'll come up somewhere.
Look at that. Where Cool Runnings filmed. Location was Calgary.
Oh, they did
and
film
Jamaica.
It. Okay, so I guess they did film it in Jamaica and Calgary because Canada. They went to Canada for the tryouts.
They filmed it. They filmed at the Jamaican resorts of Montego Bay and Ocho Rios.
Oh, okay. They was on a resort because I was like, yeah.
And they filmed in Calgary first to take advantage of the snows. So and also they filmed in February and March of 1993. So this movie was created in the winter, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep. But it wasn't any true Jamaican actors. I think all the actors were Americans. So their accents were going in and out. Like one moment they have an accent, the next minute it's kind of like gone.
Speaking of the actors and acting, the guy that played Junior, to me, he took me out of the movie because he couldn't act as well as everybody else. Like
Junior.
He was struggling. Like he was probably like arguing with his father, and he goes, "Father, what do you think of me?" And Dad's like, "I don't know." I was like, "What do you think of me? Please."
But you see that tied back into him not believing himself in the beginning when they was at the bar. Remember when the people were picking on him in the bar and the guy, was a Russian or Swiss person, was picking on Junior, and then Malik Yoba came to his defense. That kind of was like the best part of the movie to me because I'm like, yeah, I mean, because you know how you see people taunt somebody and bully somebody and you're like, yeah, you want to see that bully get their ass kicked.
I'm not sure what the mindset is.
But that's why he was asking his father that, because that's when he came into the realization that, hey, I wasn't really thinking about, myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't proud of myself. I wasn't proud of my heritage. And that's what made him, Malik Yoba made him see that. Malik Yoba was Yul Brynner.
His goal was to get out of Jamaica to live life and get off the island. And he was going to go to Buckingham Palace. That's where he had a picture of. He's like, I'm going to go here. And I'm going to live here. And it's like, you can't live in Buckingham Palace. That's where the Queen lives at. And they made fun of him. And Junior stepped up for Yule because Sanka was making fun of Yule about it, and it's kind of showing like Junior's like, we need more Yules in the world because somebody going after their goals and dreams was make the world a better place. So it had a bunch of inspirational stuff into it, and had a bunch of inspirational stuff in it. So I like that. But just Junior, at times he didn't have enough emotion to it. His emotion was not there.
This is basically like getting me to play a part. I'm not an actor, so you just asked me to do a part. Sure, I'll step in, and I don't have any acting ability.
He didn't show that emotion. Like, at least act like you're sad. At least act like you're disturbed. Like he had one one tone at the movie. And that's the tone.
No, he showed a little emotion. He was trying to get his father to see him for who he
was. It wasn't good. Like the dude that played Darius, Leon would have had a better punch to that. Sanka would have had a better
Leon's
punch.
an actor, you didn't see him. You haven't seen Leon and other stuff, and women don't mind seeing his backside. So when the lady said that, it was like, he has a nice butt. Yeah, but then this day and age now, I don't know. Women might start getting in trouble for saying that. No, you would. You've seen somebody running. But yeah.
I don't know how to dive in today.
But yeah, I better be quiet about that, boy.
We're not about to dive in today. We can't do that.
Malik Yoba, he might have a nice backside.
Okay, grading time.
I guess movie C, not because it's not a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's a movie that's watchable, but you can only watch it one time. Just wasn't authentic enough for me. But I like the story they were trying to get out there because a lot of people didn't know about the Jamaican bobsled team in 1988, which I had no idea about until the movie came out. And even then, still didn't really know too much about it because the Winter Olympics, I don't watch the bobsledding part. But if like the Africans or the Jamaicans or somebody in there of color, it makes you like want to look up and say, hey, let's see their accomplishments or let's root for their accomplishments. So yeah, I would say it's a C.
As far as sports movies go, I'm going to give this movie a C+. Cause I was laughing at certain parts.
You was cracking up. I was like, I know you ain't laughing at that movie.
Yeah, I was. It made me laugh. That movie made me laugh. I was enjoying myself watching this movie.
This hard
but then,
at this movie because I can.
Like the movie also made me intrigued me. I actually had to go look up the history of it. Like I ended up watching the history of it and how it happened. Like I was intrigued by the movie. As far as a sports movie, it wasn't dry. It wasn't like dull. It was like okay. We get it. It's dark and dungy. Everybody's suffering. Everybody sucks. Like the movie had color in it, a lot of color, and you had the whole like they're afraid of black people. Kind of like they add a little taste of racism in the movie. Like it was socially woke. I just say at the time,
a little bit, yeah. At the
1993,
time,
like nobody's talking about this kind of stuff. If they were, you didn't really see it out. True. Like it wasn't. I would say they were talking about racism and talking about like it's usually like a very dark and disturbed version of racism. It wasn't like, okay, this is racism, but this is why we're coming out of this, and this is a positive. Here's the positives. Like we're breaking ground, breaking barriers. As far as 1993, when that movie came out, I'm pretty sure that's should be a bigger deal. The movie should be more well known than what it is. Even Disney had a backing of it, like which is weird today. But now you see another African American movie like once a year, once 6 months. You see like a big African American movie come out like. Race, 42.
Oh, yeah.
What's the other ones? There's a bunch of them. Come on.
And I still haven't watched 42 yet. And we went to go see Race because it's Jesse Owens' story. Mm-hmm. So we went to go see that, which was another story similar to Cool Runnings with his experience he had where he had to go outside the country to gain acceptance for his accomplishments in the sport world. Whereas in America, he was just another nigger. Or as I say that right? No, we say nigga. but yeah, he was another nigger in America. So to earn his respect, I think that was running Russian, I think German or something.
German Olympics one.
Yeah, he was over there at that time. But that's another story. But yeah, just to speak of race and 42, I haven't watched that.
But then like it's just like all like every year, like every 6 months, you at least get like an African American focused movie coming out and bring more attention. But in 1993, I doubt there was that many out there. But then again, I was born in 92, so
I wasn't paying attention.
But like even Black Panther coming out in February, and like that's a huge deal. Yeah. So like it just shows you how times are different, and the movie like that kind of being out was kind of cool. But the one thing that took me out of it was Jewel Bevel, Rawle. Sorry man, but your acting in this movie just really took me out of it. I was like, I can't. Come on, man. Act like you want to be there, at least. Oh, wow. You had to the monotone. Like everybody else. Sanka.
Act like you want to be there.
Dougie Doug.
We'll take your paycheck.
Dougie Doug, who like had the joke character, he was more like...
But he's a comedic actor anyway.
Oh, okay. It's like
He played in some other things from the 90s. I'm trying to remember if he was in them house party movies or something. I can't remember. But I think he's a comedic actor. What's his real name?
Dougie Doug.
Yeah, he's a comedian actor or
And
something.
Malik Yoba, who had Yul Brenner.
Yeah, he played in New York he played he played in everything. Y'all know who Malik Yoba is. He played in everything.
He had a character that's literally like cookie cutter. You are just above
The hard nosed,
angry dude, and he had and he added more like character. Like you felt more with him, cause like not only was he being the stern guy. Like I don't want to be friends with anybody. To like, hey man, we're friends. We're cool now.
Yeah.
Like he's joking, laughing. Like he's up here motivating other people. Like you saw his character branch out. Junior is like the moment he should have stole the movie when he's talking to his talking to his dad. Sorry guys, I can't speak. This is how mad I'm getting. And he did not take the spotlight. Freaking Malik was around the corner like, yeah, you one bad A mother. Like he said it with a little more like, yeah.
I really, you know what, with this guy, Rawle, what's his name? Rawle D. Lewis. I mean, I really didn't have a problem with his character at all. I mean, yeah, it was so monotone and stuff, but it was kind of funny in the beginning when he tripped everybody up when they was running, and they kind of, he introduced himself. He introduced himself to them, and it was like, yeah. But anyway, Yul Brenner was like, I'm not shaking hands with you or whatever, but then he sat there and tripped everybody up, made them all miss their opportunity, and he had the nerve to come around and say, hey, look, I want to be a part of this.
But yeah,
But I didn't see nothing wrong with the way I mean, it was...
I'm sorry.
It was like somebody that it probably was their first time acting or something, but I really didn't have a problem with it that bad like you did.
I'm sorry. It's
not like everybody in the movie didn't know how to act. It's not like because there's some movies where everybody don't know how to act.
He's just the dull spot in the movie that kind of like just took me out of it. Because even, it's funny, because it went from being a Leon movie at the beginning, like he was more the center point, to Malik and Junior, like Rawle, Malik and Rawle to the end of the movie. It's like more like they had more central focus. Then Zakka kind of fell off, and then Johnny Candy.
Well, let's blame the writers for that part because they just didn't give him a whole lot of material to work with.
Who, Zakka?
For Rawle.
Yeah, maybe. But then like it's also like a John Candy movie because like he's a big name in the movie too. So
John Candy was just his name only. They put his name in there to get backing probably for supporters of the movie. I seen advertisement in there. I think Folgers. Somebody,
Coca-Cola was in there for sure.
Was in there.
They was in there a lot.
They just used John because they really didn't have to have John in that role. They could have used anybody, not really John, but they had to put a big name in there to get people
I got no problem
come
with
to
that.
the movies. And that's what I'm saying. This was in the theaters, so they had to bring some big names in.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I don't know who else is.
Nobody else like really had pictures on the first part, so that's how he shows the important people. But yeah, so I gave my movie a C+. My mom gave it a C. Please check the movie out. Tell me guys what you think. Please put in the comment section. That's it for this episode of Movie Breakdowns. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow, or wherever you're listening to or watching this episode on.
Give us some more
please
movie
share.
suggestions.
Yeah, more movie suggestions. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Keep being awesome. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Before you go, I do want to mention I started my own business. It's called Lofty Ground Athletics. It's a motivational athletic brand. Our goal is to inspire and motivate you to go after your fitness and athletic goals. Now on our website, which is www.loftygroundathletics.com, repeat that one more time, www.loftygroundathletics.com, we will have certain gear such as the Conquer Your Challenge 100% polyester shirt. Now there's 100% polyester, or repeat that, 100% polyester. It only weighs 3.5 ounces, which means it's lightweight. It won't hold you down and let you get through any of your workouts. On the back, it has Lofty Ground Athletics on it, and these shirts are $15. We have another one that is Refuse to Be Outworked, which is also a $15 shirt. Check it out on our website at www.loftygroundathletics.com, and we're going to have more gear to come. And if you're watching this episode on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. Please put a comment in the comment section below of a new topic or something you want me to talk about. And please subscribe. Lastly, you can follow me on Instagram there, follow me on Snapchat there for new and daily motivational tips. And you can watch the next episode or the last episode of Grind Towards Success here and watch Movie Showdowns, which is a movie review series that I've started. Other than that, thanks for watching this episode. Keep being awesome.